So hello again. Welcome to my Let's Play series where I am Let's Playing making a game instead of playing a game. This is my game Ninja Gem that we have been working on. If you watched the last episode, you saw I worked on that parallax background back there. And there's now a third level back there, which also lights up at night. I'm really happy with how this looks. It feels very I don't know how to describe it. It's its own vibe. I don't know if anything else has this vibe. I'm not currently an enormous fan of how this blends into the sky into the background, but that is a thing I can play around with later on. But right now, this looks all very, very nice. I could go to daytime. Still looks really nice. I like it. I'm happy. It's good. I'm going to keep tweaking it, but it's good. I like it. So, project I want to work on today, for the purpose of there being content, is I want to design a dungeon. A dungeon that'll actually be in the game. Like, I have some test dungeons. This is a test dungeon we've seen a lot. This is one of my earlier test dungeons you probably haven't seen before. And they're entirely functional dungeons. But to actually like put them in the game, there would need to be a lot of tweaking. This one actually probably fine in the game as is. This one would need significant revisions to go in the game because it was designed before a lot of the current mechanics were in there. But we're going to design one. And the idea is this is going to be in the dungeon in that early area. So this is kind of after the tutorial, getting into the game proper. You're probably going to unlock something important in this dungeon, probably either the lockpick or the grappling hook. And I gotta design the dungeon with the assumption that the player doesn't have any equipment yet. Although, there will be secrets in the dungeon that you can lock if you do have some of the equipment. This is the idea that you want to come back to these areas later on after you've gotten some special abilities. Think kind of Metroidvania-y where, like, you know, you clear an area, but now you have the jump boost, so you go back. So there's going to be something like that in this area. I also want to be very clearly visible that the secret is there. There's a thing I did in my last game, Stargirl Proxima, where the first secret hidden room was actually very visible to make it clear to players that there are secrets. And if you want to have a lot of secrets in your game, you have to tell players that there are secrets. So you have to show the first one. So let's get some designing done. We are gonna start with this, and the idea with this is all the dungeons have this entrance room where it's safe for the ninja to go. No guards will be there. No guards can get in there. The entrance room is always safe. What I kind of want to have is a loop that you kind of go around to open up everything. And like at the end of the loop, there's the door you can unlock from the other end, so you have access to the whole area. And that after you've done that, that'll open up a second area. That's where the actual thing you're trying to get to will be. So, let's see how we want to do. I would also want to make sure I want to not have a lot of guard paths. I mean, there's going to be a lot of guards, but like generally different areas will be isolated from each other. I'm kind of thinking of this area as very kind of a dingy area. I don't know dingy areas. Think like, a place that wasn't really designed to be like it was. Like there's a couple of buildings just smashed together. Put a 4-wide room here. 4-wide room over here. So yeah, we'll back this up a little bit. Or this could be the locked door there. I actually like the idea of that being the locked door there. Or do I want the door on... Because I always have the locked door on this side. Like, if all my other test dungeons, the locked door is on the left side. Maybe I will put the locked door on the right side and make this the locked door. Alright, so that side's going to be the locked door. And you see with these ladders here, guards, the samurais don't climb ladders. Only the ninja can climb ladders, so if you're going up a ladder, guards can't follow you. I'm perfectly fine with that. It lets players know like what areas are safe, what areas aren't safe. Alright, so we have like a basic loop here. And players will go around. So this area will be, this door on the right side will be locked. There'll be several doors through this. They unlock to come out this side, so that means whatever they have to get should be also on the left side here, or right side here. Let's throw some doors in here. All right, cool. I like it. I like it so far. Now, what I think would be nice if there was maybe a way between these two areas. Like maybe I should put a whole floor between these. Yeah. It's like I could put a locked door here that goes to here. So you need to unlock it to come back through this way. It's an awfully large area to not have any paths. And all these rooms only have one way in and out. That's a thing I generally try to avoid. I don't like rooms having one way in and out. So I think we need secret passage through the middle here. And secret passage isn't going to connect all the rooms to each other. What am I thinking? Now these two areas aren't connected to each other. Shrink these secret areas a little bit. That leaves this door with only one way in and out. And I think I have an idea for that. I think I do. So what I'll do is I'm going to shift all of this over one. So we'll need to go back in these halls. This very secret path. Do I want that to be accessible without a grappling hook? Yeah, no. Early dungeon players don't know to look for this yet. Okay. I like this so far. Should I bring this in closer? No, because I want this to be... This is a secret area you're going. I could actually add a small secret room right here. Or not secret room, just normal room. Just an extra room to hide in. Nothing special in that room. Presumably add a room like this over on the left side as well, but I don't think I'm going to pull this all out a little bit. I like this how to. I gotta be careful because I've mentioned this before, but I have a bad habit of making things symmetrical, and none of this benefits from being symmetrical. All right, and I'm also going to throw secret passages along the top here. I could do the same sort of stepping down thing. So now we're pulling these out even further. But I'm okay with it. You'll see why I'm doing that. Now we add this like little secret thing right before whatever's going on here. I like that. That's interesting. That is interesting. I like it. Cool. Should I have a secret passage between these two? Don't think I really need to. Don't think... yeah, that's... I always do the secret passage. Again, I don't want any room to have only one entrance and exit. I want to have every room have multiple. You're never trapped. So this will probably require tweaking later on in the process, but that's fine. And now these two rooms have a secret passage connecting each other. Maybe that secret passage will connect up to somewhere else as well. Okay, so we're gonna take one of these. There's the red door there, which when you first enter you can't get into, but something up in this area over here will have a red key for you to steal. I have a feeling I'm going to need to expand out this middle area a little bit. So right now it's too easy to just go right through without coming around. Well, actually not so much, because I could just, like, put a guard facing the door directly here. So unless you're willing to fight that guard, you're not going through this door. That actually might be what I do. This space right here, guard looking directly at the door. So you don't want to come up here. Maybe do the same thing here. And I'm not worried about this because this is going to be early enough in the game where I don't think players will know to look for this sort of thing yet. So I got to be careful with this over here because this might start interrupting with this here, but yeah, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing it interrupts over here. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. So I'm going to copy paste something over here. Right. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? So it's going to be a red door in here. So this actually can connect to whatever I end up doing over here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So when you come into like these nearby doors at first, you'll already see this red door that you need to get the key for. That's good. No. I like the red door there. That's cool. Okay. So we need our major hallway now. Now this feels like it should be more of a direct drop. So we're going through, like, this area I think might just be blacked out like a hidden hallway, like, even though I'm not treating it like one. My hair keeps blowing in my face. So this area you see is more straight, which is good. That's what I like. It's mostly just an issue of sneaking past several guards. So one of the reasons I really like this red door here is because now there's just a really quick, because you need the red door to go down here in the first place, but now once you get what's ever down here, you got a straight shot right back up to the exit. The exit's right there. So if my secret is in this room, which it might be, yeah, you just straight shot back up. Need to do a little bit of rearranging on all this to make sure none of the paths conflicted with each other. Like, I don't want to have, like, I could have, like, the door here or something, but then you have doors lined up with each other that don't connect to each other. And I don't want anything unnecessarily confusing like that. I like that secret passage there. So you have other ideas for secret passages, but it's like, it's really important that the only way to get from this area to this area, like the upper area to lower area, needs to go through a red door. You need to get the red key first before you can do anything else. So the way this would work, there'd be guard patrols down here that you just avoid. Guard patrols up here that you can avoid. I think all the hallway right here wouldn't be a restricted area. But down here, the hallway is a restricted area. Like, basically, once you go through this red door, everything down here is restricted. So the upper area, it's going to be a lot easier to get through until you get the key. As long as you don't try and go into the rooms where guards are just sitting. And down here, it's going to be much more ducking in and out of doors till you get to the place you need to be. Now, so I guess the question is, like, whatever you're getting, is this a thing you're getting in a cutscene? Or is there a chest that you have to get to? If it's a chest, maybe there should be an extra secret room where this happens. I haven't designed needing to get a thing yet. I think it's going to be in this room. So I might end up making this room bigger later on. And I think there's going to be like a chest or something that you open up and there's the thing you need. That is subject to change. And also, I don't have any extra secrets yet. You may have noticed. How would we do that? Where's space for a secret? There's a lot of good spaces for secrets. I like the idea of any extra secret thing you have being down in this area. So you will have needed to effectively beaten the dungeon yet. But it's going to depend. Like, if you're getting the key, maybe it's the thing you need the key to get to. If you get the grappling hook, maybe it's the thing you need the grappling hook to get to. Or maybe it's something unrelated. The thing I always like in game design is like maybe this is a much later game item that you need, like the herb tea that gives you fast running, so you get a really long jump distance. So maybe down here I'll have like a catacombs area that you need to make a jump that you can only make with the herb tea. And you would need to remember later on that that sort of jump exists. Sort of Metroidvania sort of thing. I am not going to worry about the secret at the moment. I'm going to make sure the dungeon works. Then I'll worry about the secret. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. So this is the level imported into the game with all the collision detection and doors and stuff. And oh my goodness, do I wish I had a simplified way of doing that. But, having all sorts of linked doors, that's interesting. That should have turned on all the way or not at all. I'll look into that later. Not important. Alright. Yeah, I wish I had a simpler way of doing this because it takes forever. But there's like 25 linked doors in here. All these rooms and stuff. There really isn't a quicker way to do it. You may notice that everything's been shuffled around just a little bit because I forgot I needed the barracks stores in here. The barracks stores are where guards come in and out in night shifts, or alternatively where extra guards come out when you've set off the alarm. I haven't put the red lock in there yet because it doesn't matter yet. And yeah, so this all functions apparently except for the rooms fading in and out, but that's an entirely different glitch that I need to sort out at some point. I like it. Alright, next step is to add some guard patrols in, which will be another hour or two project. But that's okay. And then you'll get to see me run this dungeon. Or fail at it. Or maybe only go part of the way, because, I don't want to spoil this dungeon if you're going to play this game. I am, though. Maybe later dungeons I won't show in a video at all. Alright. Work. Coding. Placing guards and making their patrol paths. It's going to be my next project. I will see you in a little bit. Okay. So, I've got guards in here now. I'm wearing another shirt. Not because it took me that long to put the guards in here, but because the whole them waking up and sleeping and changing shifts was completely broken. And by completely broken, I mean I entered the information wrong. Entered the information wrong, and it took me like 4 hours to figure out. Like, no, I just switched two variables. Yeah, it works. I'm kind of happy with this dungeon. It's very simple to run through right now, which is fine. Well, that's not the door. This is the door. Because it is an early dungeon, it's supposed to be simple to run through. But I likes it. I'm going to have my brother do playtesting. Also, like the fog, the blackouts phasing aren't really working right. Also a glitch I need to fix. That's fine. There are always glitches to fix, and I will fix them. You coming in here? You are coming in there. Alright. Always glitches to fix. I will get to them eventually. There's my dude with the key. Haha. There. I made it here. Cool. Alright. Okay, so this episode went a little bit longer than I was expecting it to, actually. I was planning on doing all the art for the dungeon as well. But I think we'll do that next episode or something else. Because I have another idea for a project that I think will make a fun episode. And we'll see how that goes. But as I say at the end of episode, give me feedback in the comments. Tell me what you think of this episode. Do you like the episodes more where I'm explaining stuff after the fact? Or do you like me explaining stuff while I'm doing it? Or a mix of both? I think this episode was kind of a mix of both. It gets me longer episodes when I'm explaining as I'm doing it, but I think I end up being very rambly, like I am right now, actually, now that I mention it. So give me feedback, what you'd like to watch, what you'd like to hear about game development and my game, and the like, share, subscribe nonsense. Tell your friends about this if you think they're into game design or would like to watch a game being designed. And I will see you next time. So, Minecraft again. Started the first episode of Minecraft. I was actually planning on bookending with Minecraft most of the time, but you know, the series wasn't about promoting Minecraft, it was about promoting my own game. So I ended up not doing that, but that's fine. Anyway, so we are on episode 10. When I first started this, I was determined to do at least 20 episodes, no matter how well or poorly it went. We are halfway there. And I'd say, at the very least, I'm getting much better at making these. Good, hold it up. I'm getting much better at making these, whether or not people are watching them, which I think is, so far so good. Right before I started recording this, I got a new webcam because I figured it was that time I got a webcam that wasn't garbage. So, I am serious about making this. I fell down the hole. Totally worth doing. Okay. Anyway. I'm doing fantastic today, aren't I? All right. Anyway, what was I talking about? Alright. I don't know what I was talking about, but this is what I'm going to talk about. I've been thinking a lot about the format of this series because it was originally modeled off of Minecraft SMPs, like Hermitcraft, which I watch a lot of, and been watching Empires lately as well, also like. But obviously, there's a lot of differences between what I'm doing and a Minecraft SMP. One of the obvious things is I don't really do time lapses anymore because, they can do time lapses in an SMP because they design all their stuff in creative and then rebuild it in survival. And I'm just developing the game. All I have is creative. I don't have a survival mode to build the thing in. So, that one episode where I did the art for the level or the room in a time lapse. I did all that art out and then did it again to do the time lapse. And oh my goodness, was that a waste of time for me when I could have just done the art and put it in the game? Yeah, I'm trying to hit this balance between working on the game and making episodes. That was not a good way, not a good use of my time. But the other issue that I've been noticing is SMPs are, they're multiplayer. And for lack of a better term, me making Ninja Jim is a single player server. I'm making the game pretty much entirely by myself. My brother is a producer on the game. He helps me out a bit. I get to bounce ideas off him. He can tell me when my ideas are awful ideas. But, that's not content. In SMPs, they all interrupt each other. They look at each other's builds. They play each other's games. They do events and activities together. And I do not have any of that while making Ninja Jim. Which is why a lot of my episodes end up being short, because I don't like my long rambliness very much. It makes for longer episodes, but I think it makes for less interesting episodes. But if I like describe stuff afterward, they end up being, like 8-minute episodes, which is, is an engaging 8-minute episode better than a 20-minute rambly episode? Probably. Yeah, and I also did that episode talk about NES art, which didn't take me very long to make it all. I'd kind of planned it out, but that did not involve any work getting done on Ninja Jim whatsoever. And my primary goal is to work on Ninja Jim. Making YouTube videos is very secondary to that. So I need to figure out a way to get more engaging YouTube content while producing my game. And I'm missing something. I'll figure out what that was later. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't have a good answer for how to make more engaging YouTube content while working on my game without it being multiplayer. But I'm thinking about it. And falling down the hole again. I'm bad about falling down holes today. That's what I get for building on top of holes. Anyway, I'm just rambling at you today. So, if you have any thoughts, let me know in the comments. Because I want to make my series the best I can. And comments from viewers and or potential players is very helpful for that. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to have a good long think. We'll see how this goes in my next couple episodes. I have my next 2 episodes planned out. So I'm going to do the art for the dungeon that you just watched me make. And I have a new feature for the game that I planned out that I'm going to make. I'm going to make an episode out of that as well. So, I will see you next time. And you have a good day.